Come and experience the Oberammergau Passion Play for yourself. Join us for Educational Opportunities Oberammergau 2010 Travel Program. Learn about Martin Luther and the other reformers as you travel through Europe. Find out how a printing press, a note on a church door, and a man who would not back down came on the historical scene at just the right time to change the church forever. When you are on the Reformation Trail itinerary, that is exactly what you will do. You will enjoy quality hotels and traveling with other Christians who are also interested in the Reformation. You'll have a guide who is specially trained in the history of the Reformation and Europe at that time period. Plus, you'll have the option of attending the Oberammergau Passion Play. When you select this option, EO will guarantee your ticket. The music and drama of the Oberammergau Passion Play are spectacular, drawing people from around the world. Don't wait another 10 years before you experience this world-famous expression of faith in action. In 1518, Martin Luther sought sanctuary in Augsburg's Carmelite monastery of St. Anne's Church, which, since the Reformation, has been Protestant. In that same year at St. Anne's Church in Augsburg, Luther met with Cardinal Cajetan, who demanded that Luther submit to the Pope. Visit the 900-year-old fortress of Coburg, known as the Veste. Luther lived for a time behind its triple ramparts. Luther, an outlaw of the Holy Roman Empire, remained in Coburg Fortress under the protection of Elector John the Steadfast, while Melanchthon attended the Diet of Augsburg in his stead. Martin Luther lived in Eisenach during his student days. Learn about Luther's life and the Reformation at the Luther House. Here you will also tour the famous Wartburg Castle where in 1521 Luther translated the New Testament into German. View the room where in just 11 weeks Luther completed his translation. Luther lived and taught for 36 years in Wittenberg. You'll see where he posted his 95 theses on the palace church door, giving voice to the Reformation. Visit Schlosskirche, burial site of Luther, and Luther Halle, a former monastery where Martin lived with his family. Although he traveled and lived elsewhere, Luther was born and died in Eisleben. Visit St. Peter and St. Paul's Church, where Luther was baptized, and also see his parents' and wife's portraits. Tour this charming town, including the Luther family home, as well as the house Luther was visiting at the time of his death. Walk the medieval cobblestone streets past St. Andrew's, where Luther preached his last sermon. Erfurt was called the City of Spires in Luther's day. Visit the Augustinian monastery where in 1507 Luther was ordained into the priesthood. In Heidelberg, view the lightning-struck castle and explore the charming old town complete with cobblestone lanes and medieval atmosphere. In Leipzig, you'll visit St. Thomas Church, where Luther preached and Bach served as cantor and choir director. It contains a large stained glass window depicting Luther with his translation of the Bible. The old city of Nuremberg, once completely ringed by a heavy wall, was home to the famous Meistersingers, great painters, crafters, and artisans. You can enjoy a bit of old Nuremberg if you taste some of her famous gingerbread. Before World War II, Nuremberg was known as the perfect medieval town. Since the war, Much of the city's character has been lovingly restored. You'll visit the Reichstag Museum, which houses the Documentation Center Nazi Party Rally Grounds exhibition. Cruise the magnificent Rhine River. Relax on the deck as your Rhine River cruise boat sails past some of the most dramatic scenery on the river. Castle after castle line the riverbanks. Your boat will soon pass the famous Lorelei Rock on the most narrow part of the Middle Rhine. The bewitching maiden who, according to the Lorelei legend, threw herself into the Rhine in despair over a faithless lover, became the siren whose voice lured fishermen to destruction. Travel the famed romantic road and discover towns like Dinkelsbühl and Nordenlingen, towns which seem to have drifted off to sleep in the Middle Ages. In the ancient city of Worms, Martin Luther refused to back down from his criticism of the Church. Today, a large Reformation monument honoring all the leaders of the reforming movement is located in Worms. You'll stop to pay tribute to them. Journey to Ulm to visit the most unforgettable cathedral in the world. This huge cathedral has the world's tallest steeple. Remember, the Oberammergau Passion Play comes along only once every 10 years. Don't miss this opportunity.